Building Ideas is proudly brought to you by the Master Builders Association.
We got ideas,
Building ideas,
a whole new direction.
building ideas,
It's time for change.
building ideas,
Dreaming is over.
building ideas,
Building ideas, gonna build it from the heart. Gonna show you how to make a start. We got ideas, building ideas. You want some building ideas? We got some building ideas.
Well, thanks for joining us on our road trip up to the Murray Lands today. We've headed all the way up to Murray Bridge to come and have a look at this beautiful brand new home. Actually, I think we should really call it more of a gracious country estate. And I knew as soon as we headed down the beautiful tree-lined driveway that we were in for something special. It's been built by Master Builders Kookaburra Homes, and they've done an excellent job. The classic weatherboard facade, finished in beautiful neutral colours, blends perfectly with the natural earthy landscape surrounds. It already seems every detail has been perfected here, and we haven't even been inside yet. With its many verandas creating a very gracious feel, this home seems quite expansive, but by no means oversized or too big. In fact, it's the perfect size and very low maintenance, which is exactly what the owners wanted. And when you think about it, it usually takes a long time for everything to come together. When you think the house, the gardens, the landscaping. But with this particular project, the land was already owned by the owners and they'd already landscaped. But that did mean that when Kookaburra Homes came in, they had to be very careful not to disrupt anything. But there were no issues there. It's certainly a great result. The floor plan was completely customised, as were the selections of fixtures and fittings. And it's that which makes this lovely estate so very appealing. The exterior facade is actually a James Hardie product called Zion Linear Cladding, and it's been finished in a colour-bond colour called Surf Mist. Well, if this was my house, I'd just be sitting on this porch with my cup of tea, having a little rock. It does actually rock. How fantastic is that? I can't wait to show you right through this entire home throughout the program, because it's got so many special inclusions, and the way the colours, they just meld together so beautifully, actually very much like the outside of the home. Stay tuned, but first of all, this is what else we have on today's show. We'll chat about the importance of a healthy garden. Terry checks out the latest looks in garage doors, and we'll catch up with Minister Pisoni to talk about a terrific building industry initiative called Born to Build. One thing's for sure, it's going to be a fantastic show, and I can't wait to show you right through our feature home today that's been built by Master Builders Kookaburra Homes. Actually, we're going to call it a feature estate. It really is sensational. I mean, right down to the joinery, everything's been custom made, even the kitchen. Can't wait, but anyway, a little bit later. First of all, it's over to Terry, who has some safety information if you're thinking about building or renovating.
Well, it looks like everything has been totally done by the book when it comes to today's feature home, and it's important that you do so because there are some products and materials that you just don't want to mess with in the building industry, and the one that comes to mind obviously is asbestos. Now, my mate Wikipedia tells us that asbestos has been mined for the last 4,000 years, and it pretty much revolutionised the building industry in the late 19th century. In fact, I'd go as far as to say that there wouldn't be a renovation or a backyard shed that didn't have an element of asbestos in it all the way up until the 1990s. Thankfully, a lot has changed since then.
We now know it can be one of the most hazardous products to work with, and what makes it worse is that it can be incredibly difficult to identify. That's why it's a good idea to let the experts handle it, especially if you have any doubts. Brett Pfeffer is from Safe Work SA. Brett, what are some of the main risks people should look out for?
Every year, more than 650 Australians are diagnosed with asbestos-related diseases. As long as you don't cut it, drill it, or break it into small pieces, the risk of fibre release can be minimised. 97% of asbestos products found in residential buildings are non-friable, meaning the asbestos fibres are trapped in a matrix like cement or resin.
In what type of residential building products does asbestos commonly occur?
Well, there's more than 3,000 products that contain asbestos. Asbestos can be found in roof sheeting and shingles, ceilings, eaves, fences, and wall sheeting. like bathroom wet areas.
What's the best way of getting materials in your home inspected for asbestos?
The best way is to go to the South Australian Government Asbestos website, where you'll find a register listing the contact details of licensed asbestos assessors and asbestos removalists.
For more information on asbestos, visit the government's website asbestos.sa.gov.au.
We got some building ideas. We got some building ideas.
It's one thing to have a lovely home, but to have a lovely garden with it just finishes off the picture perfectly. Then to be able to grow your own fresh fruit and vegetables, well, that is just icing on the cake. And the good thing is in South Australia, we can enjoy fresh fruit and vegetables without any major pests. And by that, I'm talking about fruit fly. Fruit fly is a horticultural pest which can destroy fruit and vegetables by infesting them with eggs and maggots. And being fruit fly free protects our $1.2 billion fruit fly vulnerable horticultural industry. So it really is important that we remain so. Nick Seacombe is an expert in the area of biosecurity and protecting South Australia from plant pests. Is fruit fly really that much of a pest?
Look, it's a really significant pest in eastern states where people are living with it. It can cause really significant impact for production, and anyone trying to grow backyard produce just can't do it because it gets full of maggots. So in the eastern states where people have to live with fruit fly, you can't grow produce without having to worry about getting maggots in your fruit when you cut it open. If you're a commercial grower, you have to pay to put chemicals on it. So it's a really significant impact for those that are trying to live with it.
And how can we best prevent fruit fly?
There's a couple of things people can do. For backyard growers, just check your fruit and make sure you clean up the fruit off the ground. That breaks the fruit fly's life cycle. If they can check the fruit and if there's anything suspicious in it, just ring our guys on 1300 666 010 and we'll come out and make sure it's not fruit fly.
Domestically, South Australia is the only mainland state recognised as being free of fruit flies.
So if you're a traveller coming into South Australia, you'll find that on entry points into South Australia we have quarantine stations. There's 4 permanent quarantine stations and there's quarantine bins. So make sure you read the signs, put the fruit in the bin, but please just don't bring the fruit into the state because we've got wonderful produce here.
Fruit fly is a serious issue, which is why there is zero tolerance against fruit fly and significant fines and penalties exist, which can be up to $100,000.
So this is one of our fruit fly traps that we have distributed around South Australia. There's 7,500 of these traps across the state, and every week one of our inspectors will check to make sure there's no fruit fly inside. And so people with backyard fruit across metropolitan Adelaide and other parts of the state have these sitting in their trees, and one of our inspectors will come and check that every week to make sure there's no fruit fly here. If a suspicious sample is found, we have an entomologist with Facade who looks at everything that we find to make sure there's no fruit fly amongst it.
So it's up to all of us to do the right thing. If you'd like to know more, then you can look up the website pir.sa.gov.au to keep our state fruit fly free. Now say that after a few drinks.
Fruit flies are a nasty pest and we need to stay vigilant in keeping them out of our state. Now, something else that's good at keeping unwanted things out is a good garage or roller door, and in particular, a glider or roller door. You know, it's not until you stop and look at the front of your home that you realise how much of an important part a roller door plays to the front of your home. And I think you want a roller door, a garage door, to do 2 things. You want it to be seamlessly integrated into your home, to look like it was always there, and you want it to do its job when it comes to security. Gliderol has been manufacturing and providing Australians with state-of-the-art garage doors for over 40 years. They have a great range of doors available, including the ever-popular sectional doors. They can even custom design doors to suit your individual requirements. One of their specialist areas of expertise is in manufacturing insulated sectional doors. As the name suggests, insulated doors improve the thermal rating of your home and can help reduce energy costs. This little beauty is from the Gliderol Selections range and gives you an idea of the look and style that you can achieve for your home. It's an insulated sectional door. It can be made to measure and also to the colour that you specify. These type of insulated sectional doors are great if your garage is under the main roof of your home, because that's when their insulating properties really come to the fore. They can also reduce external noise. And because they come in so many different profiles like Oxford, Hampton and Tuscan, just to name a few, you're bound to find one to suit the look and style of your home. Regardless if it's a sectional door, roller door with a more traditional profile or a custom designed natural timber look door, one thing's guaranteed. You can rest assured your Gliderol garage door will stand the test of time, as they're manufactured to the highest standards using only the best materials, including genuine Colorbond steel. If you want to have a play around to see what type of door might suit your home best, get to the Gliderol website, because there's a section called the Design Centre where you can upload an image of your house and start customising your own garage door. Once you've found the look you like, you can save your design and email it to your nearest supplier, and they'll arrange for a free measure and quote.
How cool is that?
A Gliderol garage door is going to add style, safety and security to your home. And because they come in a range of colours, profiles and finishes, you're bound to find one that is right for you. And they are automated, which is a bonus as well. No more getting out and in of the car to open and shut the garage door. Folks, that's what remotes are for. Now, if you want to know more, visit gliderol.com.au.
We got some building ideas. Building ideas. We got some building ideas.
When I was younger, a whole lot younger than I am now, I was often asked if I knew what I wanted to be when I left school. Now, by no means the easiest of questions to answer, but if I knew then what I know now, maybe the outcome would have been a little bit different. That was, though, before the Born to Build initiative was developed. Born to Build is the brainchild of the team at the Master Builders Association. It aims to inspire high school students to choose a career in the building industry. The first step, if you like, to an apprenticeship. You see, we have a looming skills shortage in pretty well every area of the building and construction industry, from surveyors through to carpenters and plasterers, and apprentices are vital to building our state. And with an ageing population, we're going to always need master builders and tradies to cater for those needs. That's why the Born to Build initiative is so crucial. And with the opportunity to make some serious moolah, now's the time to get on board.
Well, the Born to Build initiative is a pre-apprenticeship program that gives participants an all-round experience in the many trades that are available in the home building industry. The government is funding the program with the MBA through our Skilling South Australia program, which is a significant investment in skills here in South Australia. What is interesting about the building industry is 6 of the 10 trades have been identified by the federal government as being in need, 6 of them in the building industry. And so it's a great opportunity for young people to consider a trade, an apprenticeship in the building industry, and the Born to Build program will give them a great taste of what they can expect if they take up an apprenticeship.
The Master Builders Association offers apprenticeships in 11 different building industry trade areas and has a vast array of host employers on board who work with and train the apprentices over their 4-year apprenticeships.
I've always been attracted to the building industry. I've just never really been an office type. I really like the idea of working outside and doing something practical with my days.
What's been the best thing about your apprenticeship so far?
It's hard to say what the best thing about my apprenticeship's been. There's definitely a lot of good things about it. No 2 days are the same. I'm always learning something new or finding a different way to do something every day. But I think the best thing would have to be the fact that I'm paid to do my training. So I'm learning my trade, I'm getting paid at the same time, so I don't end up with a HECS debt at the end of it or anything like that.
If you're interested in an apprenticeship or a traineeship, you need to visit skills.sa.gov.au. If you want to know more about the Born to Build initiative, you need to visit the Master Builders website, mbasa.com.au. Either way, you're winning.
What a terrific initiative Born to Build is, and who knows, you could end up with the skills and expertise to build a beautiful home just like this one. Today's feature home built by Kookaburra Homes. This charming country estate is nestled beautifully into its lovely landscape gardens and offers an enviable lifestyle just made for entertaining family and friends. There are 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1 with a luxurious freestanding bath, a study, home theatre, fantastic alfresco entertaining area, and the very comfortable open plan living area that comprises a designer kitchen, meals and living area. The kitchen cabinetry and joinery has all been custom designed and made especially from Amelia Jane Kitchens, which is Kookaburra Homes' own joinery business. That's a definite bonus when you're doing a new build, because it means that this builder is a one-stop shop and you've got a seamless process, so you don't have those, well, it might be time issues or other potential problems. It's not just the kitchen joinery that's been custom made and installed, but also that in the alfresco area, butler's pantry, laundry and study, where all the shelves and even the desk have been specially made. The end result is a completely seamless feel, and the interiors just flow from space to space and room to room. I really do love it here. It's a beautiful home with so many gorgeous little spots that feel very knick-knacky and cosy and warm. A perfect family home. And this is the beautiful living area, which if I had to pick my favourite spot would be right in front of the fireplace. I mean, how gorgeous is this? Stone fronted, rustic, it's just beautiful. Now stay with us after the break, because Terry is going to take us to the south of Adelaide to a brand new educational facility.
We got some building ideas. We got some building ideas.
With a good education comes good knowledge, and with good knowledge comes great career opportunities. Now, there's been a lot of conversation of late around the investment into schools and school facilities, in turn helping the development of today's and tomorrow's students, especially around the areas of science, technology, engineering and maths, or commonly known as STEM. Wirianda Secondary School, located at Morfett Vale, has recently undergone a renovation to include a contemporary STEM hub where secondary students can undertake a variety of learning activities that are engaging and challenging. The STEM hub is linked by an internal staircase that connects 2 levels, creating a flexible and transparent teaching environment that can be modified, specially configured and adapted by teachers and students to meet varying requirements and learning programs. This is now a terrific multi-purpose space that enables students to work collaboratively and independently on various projects, presentations, group activities and individual study. It offers the perfect space in which to research and learn about new technologies. Caroline Fishpool is the principal of Wirianda Secondary School. Caroline, what influenced the design of the STEM area?
So we had a really strong vision at our school with learning spaces about flexible dynamic spaces, and obviously about opportunities to actually have staff and students collaborate, whether it's on interdisciplinary projects or creative and critical and design thinking has been a really big focus for us. So the opportunity to actually undertake this build was the need for flexible and dynamic spaces.
How does the design of the facility encourage innovative and flexible ways of learning?
There's a range of ways that it encourages, so you'll see around the space the work that we've actually done with natural light, and obviously the manipulation of glass, and where we've actually placed that glass with both air and light coming through the spaces. There's a huge amount of flexibility, so we've actually got some really deliberate acoustic treatments through the space as well, which enables either students to actually break away into smaller groups or really large groups to actually come together with either teachers and staff, or staff and staff, or students and students as well.
How do the outdoor and indoor spaces in the facility meet the needs of educators and students alike?
Our indoor spaces are actually set up really well. They can either be shut down into small group situations or open up and free-flowing through to the outside spaces as well.
This really is a state-of-the-art facility that benefits both students and teachers alike. It is the future of education.
It's fantastic to see that the master builders are doing their bit on the commercial side as well, working with the state government on an education facility that everybody can use. I mean, the master builders, they really are a very clever lot. Well, take master builders Kookaburra Homes. Look what they've done up here at this beautiful estate up in Murray Bridge. This family home has absolutely everything you could ever want, including this sensational alfresco entertaining area. What's best of all about this space is that it's usable all year round. This is to a large extent due to the stacker doors that join the main living areas with the servery to the kitchen. And Kookaburra Homes achieved a workable solution to the owner's request to have a built-in barbecue in a completely enclosed space. Compliance requires at least half the space to remain open at any time when you're using a gas barbecue. As a result, the team at Kookaburra Homes came up with a special mechanical sequence that basically only allows the barbecue to be used when the alfresco doors are at least 50% open. And that's just another bonus of working with a talented master builder like Kookaburra Homes, because they pride themselves on going to that next level for their clients. And with this home, they have well and truly outdone themselves. I love the facade of the alfresco area because it really ties into the whole look of the home. And what they've done is they've used Hardy Groove. It's a great product. And you might notice they've used it quite a lot inside as well for special feature areas. The finer touches and attention to detail throughout this home make it a standout. They're what makes the house a home, but injecting this character and charm really starts with the basic selections like flooring, tiles, light fittings, door hardware, tapware and the like. If you get that right, then it's easier to build on that basic look and feel. Again, the team at Kookaburra Homes is here to help. In fact, they'll be with you and guide you every step of the way. If you like what you've seen today, I know I do, then I suggest you pop onto their website, kookaburrahomes.com.au. They've got a huge selection of homes to choose from, and they're more than happy to work with you so you can create your own individual design. They've been building award-winning homes for over 30 years, so their level of construction experience and expertise is outstanding. They're a professional, dedicated team who look to achieve excellence at all times. Known as the builder to build homes for every lifestyle, their range also includes two-storey, brick veneer, transportable and pole frame homes. That means you're bound to find something to suit you. Now it's nearly time for us to go, but here's a sneak peek of next week's show. We'll showcase creative home renovations. We'll catch up with Ian Marcos from the Master Builders Association. I'm going to check out some of the fabulous products available in the SMEG range. And Terry looks at an innovative temporary housing solution. We're flying through the year and I can't believe we've flown through another episode today, so we hope to see you again next week.
Building
A whole
ideas,
new direction.
building ideas,
It's time for change.
building ideas,
Dreaming is over.
building ideas.
We got some building ideas. You want some building ideas? We got some building ideas.
Building Ideas is proudly brought to you by the Master Builders Association.